I got distracted watching the ending, rewatching the ending of Metroid Dread because, gosh dang it, that game's so good. But we're back. We're back in it. We're doing stuff. We're playing the feud. Oh, this is an inn. A torch? It's really weird to see them using wooden anything when everything else here is made out of, like, stone and marble. Jeez. Anyways, hey, we're back. Last episode, we pretty much just traveled here on foot all the way to Zora's Domain. This episode, we're going to meet back up with Sidon and finally look to stopping Varuta. The crud? That's an arrow. That's a shock arrow. What are you doing? Second kill. Why are you doing this? What is this little scene? Lady Mipha, watch this. I, Segan, the aptly named Demon Sergeant, shall strike down the divine beast Varuta. What you doing? Huh? You Link. Finally, I can avenge Lady Mipha. It has been 100 years since you last showed your face here. Now I, Segan, will cut you down. What do you mean? Wait, why me? Playing dumb, eh? Nice try, but you cannot fool me, Champion Link. You were unable to protect Lady Mipha from Calamity Ganon. Ooh, that would be a sore spot if Link had any memory of anybody. Been 100 years since we lost her. Poor Lady Mipha. How heartbreaking. Ooh, interesting. There's not two lines of dialogue. There's no choices here. Link is only compelled to say one thing here, and it's "I won't fail her again." It's interesting. It's like it's a gut response. Maybe one that he doesn't even fully understand where it's coming from. It's just like comes out. Fascinating. There's no way we would ask for your help now, after all this time and after all that has happened. So says I, Segan, the Demon Sergeant. Even if this body of mine is destroyed, I will drown Ruta in shock arrows myself, and in doing so, Lady Mipha's regrets shall be alleviated. If you understand anything of courage, then get out of my way at once. I'm taking the arrow. Hey! I'm in the middle of my shock arrow training. I must learn to withstand them. Did I not just tell you that? To commit such violence with the great Segan standing right before you. In that case, you take the responsibility of appeasing the divine beast Varuta. Yeah, that's kind of the idea, dude. Figure it out, man. Whoa. That's freaking Dwarfan. Whoa, he's a whale. It's been a long time since we've seen such a large Zora. We got a dude with a freaking manta ray head, too. I like how they designed Zoras in this game. I think it's pretty cool. Very different designs. Hammerhead shark. Whale. Oh, there's that scar on his head from fighting the Guardian. He's got fangs, too. Jeez. I love the, like, metal collars and, like, waistbands and medallions and kerchiefs and stuff like that that everybody's wearing. Ah, you must be the Hylian that Sidon brought here, correct? You did well to come all the way here. I am King Dorfan, ruler of the Zor. That object on your waist, is it not a Sheikah slate? Now that I've gotten a good look at you, it's all too clear who you are. You are the Hylian champion, Link. Do not tell me you have forgotten me. The Hylian champion? You can't mean the Link. That champion? So that's where I've heard your name before. What a fateful coincidence that we should cross paths. I cannot believe it. The Hylian champion Link has appeared before us. We have met numerous times, I'll have you know. I've heard that a lot. So many memories. My mind is overflowing with nostalgia, my friend. I had heard such a terrible rumor that you had fallen in combat, but it appears you managed to survive. Extraordinary. I've been sleeping? I lost my memory. I think is important to say. Come again. Say you've lost your memory. Sure, you must remember my precious daughter, Mifa, yes? You do you not? I cannot believe it. Have you truly forgotten my dear Mifa as well? I'm sorry. You and Mifa were so close. Yet you do not remember her. Young hero, please look upon the beauty of Zora's domain. Do you see that statue? Does gazing upon Mifa's immortalized form still not jog your memory? Well, perhaps your memory will return in time. I dearly hope so. Father, I do not believe discussing my sister is helping matters at the moment. Link seems confused. Oh, yes, of course. But first, it is worth noting how remarkable it is that Sidon has brought a champion here without realizing it. That is quite a feat, my boy. That is a good one. Link, I doubt not that you have endured a great many trials. Still, I must ask you to hear my plea. Well, I did go out of my way to do a lot of random nonsense before I showed up here. But whether they're the kind of trials that you think I would be going through, Now then, hero, I must inform you that Zora's domain is in danger of vanishing because of the divine beast Varuta. I shall do you the courtesy of speaking bluntly. We alone cannot stop the beast. Will you lend us your strength? What? King Dorfan, my liege, please do not speak so. To ask a Hylian for help, why the very thought of it curls my fins. Muzu, I expected more of you. How can you still protest? Muzu, you're sounding a bit racist, my guy. It's unbecoming. Muzu, it is rude to speak to your king and his guest. Oh, to speak that way to your king and his guest. Link is here because I invited him. With such unprecedented rainfall, we had no choice but to rely on the aid of a trustworthy Hylian. Have we not already discussed this and arrived at that very conclusion? He is the key to saving Zora's domain, I have no doubt in my mind. Indeed, Link is a champion through and through. As things now stand, Zora's domain, nay, perhaps all of Hyrule, is doomed to be swallowed by the sea. This is bigger than all of us, my friend. Zora and Hylians alike must put aside our differences. And yawn. And band together. If you've forgotten already, my king, we cannot trust these lowly Hylians. Whoa! 100 years ago, they abused the power of an ancient civilization and turned Hyrule into what it is today. And that is not the least of it. It is their fault that Lady Mifa was lost to us. Well, Muzu, you really killed the vibes, and they were already in shambles. Thanks. Link. Divine Beast of Aruta has great power. It has a unique ability to create an endless supply of water. Endless supply? That's actually crazy. Of late it has been mercilessly spouting water into the air. As a result, this area has been plagued by heavy rains. For us Zora, water and air are as one, so you would not think it would be quite so crucial of a problem. Sadly, the rains have filled the eastern reservoir nearly to the point of flooding. If the reservoir bursts, as it soon will, I fear immense damage will befall not only Zora's domain, but also the area downstream from us. There, alien lives are in very grave danger. The divine beast is crying out once again. The divine beasts are pretty cool, I will say. I'll be interested to see what serves as dungeons in the next game. They sound really cool. I wish they looked a little more frightening and otherworldly. Kind of like how the Guardians look. When they're like skittering quickly across the ground, have a really intense look about them. I wish the divine beast channeled a little bit more of that. Right now, they kind of look like Parcheesi pieces. The divine beast for Aruta. Your princess Zelda often studied the divine beasts. That is, in the time before the Great Calamity. According to her research, the orbs located on Ruta's shoulders are mechanisms that control the water it generates. However, they require electricity to work. These orbs are clearly out of control now, because there is no electricity coursing through to stop them. Segan, who is quite shock resistant for Zora, hit one with a shock arrow. Sure enough, it slowed the water a bit. Oh, I just met him. I took his arrow. Should I give that back? Fortunately, as an aquatic race, we Zora are terribly vulnerable to the power of electricity. Perhaps because we could not safely strike it with enough electricity at once, the water soon returned to its full force. That is why I went in search of a Hylian who could help us. Link, I'm certain you've already figured this out, but we need to use shock arrows to get the orbs working properly again. I will aid you in any way I can, of course. Please, hero. I beg of you, help me stop Ruta's rampage of destruction. What? Princess Zelda herself instructed you to board the divine beast and appease it from within. So then Princess Zelda is still alive? Yes, in Hyrule Castle. I do not believe it. She was alive this whole time just as you were. The events of 100 years ago cannot be altered, it is true. But if we can regain control of the divine beasts, they may yet prove useful in sealing Calamity Ganon once and for all. I did not know you had such grand ambitions, Link. Wondrous. Naturally, I shall help too. Once it has stopped rampaging, you can easily climb inside, Link. Come, Link. Let us appease Ruta together. Amen. Let's do this. Thank you, Link, truly. We are in your debt. Our goal is the same. That means our meeting was nothing short of destiny. Now then, allow me to offer you this gift as a show of faith. Oh, Uzu looks pissed off. Oh, right, the Zora armor. Custom armor painstakingly crafted by each generation's Zora princess for her future husband. Wearing it will give you the ability to swim up waterfalls. Wait, what? I don't remember it doing that. That's freaking sick. That's actually crazy. Also, swim speed up. Super cool. So long as you wear this, you can ascend waterfalls just like a Zora. Please take good care of it. King Dorephan, surely you do not really intend to give this outsider the Zora armor. Countless generations of Zora princesses have gifted that armor to the one they have sworn to marry. Princess Mipha made that one there with her own hands. It is far too important to entrust to a shady Hylian. He may be a champion, but Mipha had no such relationship with him. So why should he receive such an honor? This is just too much, my liege. I do not understand it one bit. That Muzu is not easily swayed once his mind is set. You must understand, he was in charge of educating my dear daughter Mipha. Naturally, she means a lot to him, just as she means the world to us. Ever since we lost her to the calamity, he has grown to despise Hylians. Yeah, I could imagine. It does make sense if you imagine your people were given a massive, basically super weapon, and told this will help you stop the destruction of everyone. Your people, our people, everyone. And then it immediately, the day of the reckoning, immediately turns on you, kills your princess, lays waste to everything and everyone, and then is now sitting there threatening to drown your entire kingdom. Like, that's... Yeah, I could imagine being a little upset at the people who said that, who gave you this power in good faith. I hope you can forgive his rudeness. What shall we do now? I tasked Muzu with finding the shock arrows we will need to appease Varuta, but now he has rushed off in a huff. Link, do not let his words concern you. I will work this out with Muzu. I shall return shortly. I mean, I have like 80 shock arrows. Sidon. Suppose that means you are going to tell him. Link, Muzu is most likely at the square down below. Do you mind going down there? I would like you to try to speak with him. Yeah? The little wave Link does. You came all the way here, but it was in vain. I have no desire to speak with you. Listen well, Muzu. There's something you need to know. He who stands here, the man called Link, is the one whom my sister Mipha had feelings for. I was only a child then, so I did not know it myself at the time, but it is so. I grew up hearing my father tell stories, some of which were about my sister's undying love for a Hylian named Link. Also, King Dorephan just knew the whole time as well. Well, I mean, everybody. We haven't gotten the scenes yet, but it's pretty... it's pretty obvious. What? No. You cannot fool me with such a fanciful lie. Not this Zora. How could Lady Mipha possibly have feelings for a Hylian like him? The facts are clear. He remembers nothing, even when he looks upon Princess Mipha's statue. It is the truth, Muzu. Though you never knew it, he was ever in Mipha's heart. Oh crud, wait, are we getting a... Oh, I did not remember this.
I was thinking, this reminds me of the time we first met. You were just a reckless child, always getting yourself hurt at every turn. Every time, I would heal you, just as I'm doing right now. I thought it was funny how, being a Hylian, You looked grown up so much faster than I did. I was always willing to heal your wounds, even back then. So if this Calamity Ganon does in fact return, what can we really do? We just don't seem to know much about what we'll be up against. But know this, that no matter how difficult this battle might get, if anyone ever tries to do you harm, then I will heal you. No matter when or how bad the wound, I hope you know that I will always protect you. Once this whole thing is over, maybe things can go back to how they used to be when we were young. You know, perhaps we could spend some time together.
Mipha's story, sub-story, is sad. Her story, I mean, the whole game is laced with this sort of feeling, the sort of, the idea of running on borrowed time. That's essentially what Link is doing right now. Link's existence in this new world 100 years past his own, his existence is him running on borrowed time. He essentially did die, basically. He either died or got as close to death as one could possibly be without actually dying. He was essentially resurrected. I like the idea that like he was just straight up dead, and what the sleep basically did was bring him back from like as a corpse, basically. I think that adds a lot to his character. But I think with Mipha specifically, you get the sense of the sadness of not having the time with the people you want, right? And that's not something that's unique to this game. That's something that's been prevalent throughout many of the games, is time and its effects on the world and the people around you. I mean, that dates all the way back to Ocarina of Time. But with Mipha specifically, I think highlights that idea of pushing things off to that time when everything's over, that time when we'll have more time. And because things got pushed off, because things came in the way, things got brought up and things got in the way, because unforeseen events happened, that when we have more time, that future moment that you're waiting for, that ideal moment you're waiting for, never comes and it never happens. And it hurts, and it's tragic. I mean, that's what, it's a tragedy, like so much of these games. I like Mipha a lot. I like Mipha's story a lot. I like her as a healer. I like the reveal that I think it's a very interesting detail to have it be noted that Mipha and Link have known each other since Link was a kid, like a very young kid. So they knew each other for a very long time, and then Mipha sort of like watched Link grow up into an adult. I think adult. I think he's an adult. I don't know how old she is and Zora at the time. I also don't know if that's like chill, like, oh, well, you live to be like Zora's lived to be like well past 100, so you can watch somebody grow up to be about your age. And is that chill to be to be in love with that person? I don't know. Unless like she said that it took her a lot longer to get older, so maybe they were both kids when Link was a kid, and then they just happened to grow up at the same rate because she was at that point now. I don't know. Regardless, I think it's cool that they established that they have history, that like Link has history and connections with more people than just, it wasn't like just Zelda all the time. Link had prior connections. Link had a life, basically. I think that's cool. It's rarely ever, the life that Link's lead before the game start is rarely ever detailed or mentioned. So giving Link a history in the world, and a history with the people in it that goes past him becoming a hero, him becoming the champion, right? The chosen one, the one chosen by the sword. I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool, and it does a lot for him. It does a lot for this sort of idea, the relationship hinted between Link and Mipha, or Mipha's feelings towards Link. It helps a lot that they established. Now, these two knew each other long before they all became champions, right? And then it's also it's quite somber to hear her say, no matter what happens, no matter who hurts you or how badly you are hurt, or when you are hurt, I will always heal you and I will always protect you. When ultimately, everybody in the Divine Beasts were the first targets of Calamity Ganon's resurrection. So Mipha was killed long before Link was injured in any capacity. And so they lost their time. They lost their opportunity. And then when she says, I maybe we can spend time together after all this is over. And it's like, ugh. And you just know, you're like, and then it never happened, and now it never will. And it's like, that's sad. It's just real sad. Okay. What is the matter, Link? Are you unwell? You're quivering like a hatchling. Whatever's the matter? I remember. Quivering. Oh, interesting. So wait, so when Link has these memories, is he like shell shocked afterwards? Is it like physically shaken upon having these memories? Dang. That's pretty intense. What? Do not mistake me for a fool, Helion. There is no way you remembered her just now when it is most convenient. That's what I was thinking. In any case, without any solid proof, I cannot possibly take you at your word. If you have any such proof, now is the time to show it. Do so. And I shall tell you how to get those shock arrows. Yes, as well as anything else you wish to know. Maybe it will be enough proof. Oh. Maybe it will be enough proof. You mean because I'm going to put it on and it's going to fit me perfectly? Uzu, look closely at the clothes Link is wearing.
Huh?
You really think changing your clothes is going to make me... What in the... That is the Zora armor from before. Lady Mipha made that by hand. Yet it fits you perfectly. What is the meaning of this? Now you understand, do you not? Now you know who her heart belonged to and who she made this special armor for. Man, Mipha didn't want to just spend time. Mipha wanted to bury the hatchet. And you know, it's interesting because a lot of the memories show Link and Zelda's time traveling through the world together, showing like their sort of connection of sorts. And you wonder, the question is, where is Link's head? Here's the thing. This is a new day and age. There people are gone. And we can only save the people who are left, right? So whatever Link feels now is a different question. Or whatever Link will feel by the end of this game, leading into next game, is a different question. I don't even know if the champions are going to be mentioned in the next game. I don't see a reason why they would be. Unless their spirits return in some way or another. Unless you keep their blessings, maybe. But I don't know. But it is interesting that you you don't really know. Back at the time 100 years ago, did Link feel the same way about Mipha? Seemed like they spent a lot of time together. It seemed to, that scene seemed to imply that they also spent a lot of time together, separate from anybody else, even separate from Zelda. But Link also spent a lot of time with Zelda. Maybe he didn't have any feelings for anybody. Link doesn't really seem like the kind of person to... Although, in the original text that was going to be used for the quest logs, when the quest logs were still in first person, Link, in regards to Zelda being trapped in Hyrule Castle, Link makes mention that she's somebody who is incredibly important to him, that he needs to get to her, he needs to find her, he needs to save her because she's incredibly important to him. So maybe Link did reciprocate feelings towards Mipha. It's never explicitly said. Nintendo doesn't really touch on romance very much. Always very subtle things, little implied things. The most explicit they ever got was Skyward Sword. And even then, it's not like they don't spell it out in Skyward Sword. It seems pretty obvious. There's a song called Romance in the Air, right? But it seems like maybe Link had feelings for Mipha, but it seems like after spending so much time with Zelda, perhaps those two had some sort of feelings for each other. Or at the very least, Zelda maybe developed feelings for Link. But again, we haven't seen that yet. We'll get to that more later. But then again, what else is new? Every woman we meet in the game has a thing for Link on day one. I don't. So like, what the heck else is new? The fact that this armor fits Link perfectly should be proof enough that Mipha made it for him and him alone. You've always disliked Hylians, even before the Great Calamity. That's why Mipha never told you. You were always racist, Muzu. Always. Even before the Calamity, you were always racist. You were just looking for a reason, Muzu. Now that you know, you must promise to help him save us all, Muzu. Please, tell us where we can find the shock arrows we need. Knowing you, I bet you already figured it out. Never would have imagined she would make that special armor for one such as he. I do not approve of asking for help from a Hylian, but I suppose it is our only option at this point. I'm a proud Zora. That means I must take responsibility for my unwanted behavior toward you. As promised, I shall show you where you can collect many shock arrows, as you will need. A tall mountain over yonder. It's called Palamus Mountain, and there you will find Shadowback Point. A terrifying creature has made its home up there. It's freaking Lionel. This awful beast shoots volley after volley of shock arrows. Even a single one could be fatal to a Zora. Aha! You must mean that Lionel. He's a man-beast, that one. Beast does indeed wield shock arrows. That is certainly one way to collect them quickly. He is vicious to be sure, but I'm certain Link will rise to the challenge. In order to appease the divine beast, I estimate that you will need at least 20 shock arrows. Do you think you can gather that many? Huh? Hmm? Well, what have we here? You seem to already have some shock arrows. Still, if you need more... Some? Dude, I have almost 100 shock arrows. You can always go to Mount Palamus to restock. Link, I'll be waiting for you at the East Reservoir Lake, right by the Divine Beast. When you are ready, come join me. I'm on it. Wonderful. Together we shall stop the Divine Beast's onslaught. Now, what I want to know is, when do I get access to DLC stuff? Because the Ballad of the Champions, or the Champions Ballad, is a quest that line that has you hitting up all the main areas of the game, and it also adds like a whole new set of memories that I would love to get alongside the ones we're getting now. I don't know. So the Hylian Prince Sidon bot here, don't tell me. Master Link, is it truly you, the Hylian champion? It's me, Riven. We used to swim together when I was but a child. Remember? I don't remember, I'm sorry. Oh, that sounds familiar? Maybe Link's memories would start coming back? Sounds familiar. Well, it has been 100 years since then. Now I'm over 130 years old. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Now you're over 130 years old, but you and me used to swim together when you were a child. I was near adult back then, which means you were a kid, and as a kid you were 30 years old? Must say you've aged well for a Hylian. Unbelievably well. Now think about it. Shouldn't you be dead? Sorry, that may be too personal a question. Father, we are on guard duty right now. Oh, right, sorry. Leader of the pack, Boz, the heroine, Gaddison, my father, Trello. They've all aged quite a bit, I'm afraid. But they're all doing well. No, but Master Link, you probably shouldn't speak to the elderly. Oops, sorry for keeping you too long. You have business in the throne room, right? Please proceed to at your earliest convenience. I shouldn't speak to the elderly? So you got a kid now? That's crazy. Looks like father was rather excited to speak with you. Oh well. So that you're the Hylian that the Prince Sidon brought. I believe this is our first meeting, yes? My name is Dunma. Why is this my only option? What kind of... Link takes one look at a woman. So you're you're one of them females, are you? Alright. I've known a couple in my day. What can I say? My, how observant you are. Is there a problem? How old are you? What is this? Why am I being such a weirdo? Why is Link such a weirdo in this game? Gosh. I'm telling you, man, he's like socially inept. He is just socially stunted. I wonder if he is... If it's just like social... Just like he just does not... If he's just like socially inept, like normal socially inept, or if there is like... If he is just like... If his mind is just built a little different, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if he's... I don't want to say every socially awkward person is somewhere on like the spectrum of things you could be, but I don't know. Genuinely, it's the level of blunt he is. I feel that makes me think that. That is not an appropriate question to ask a lady you've just met. Let's just say I'm less than 100 years old. Can't you tell? I'm so much less formal than the elders. Aren't I? Hello there. What's wrong? Do you need something? Link, you gotta stop this. King Dorephan is the regal ruler of Zora's domain. He is also the father of Prince Sidon and Lady Mifa. To get to King Dorephan's throne room, go up to the big staircase, and then up one more floor. Take care to mind your manners. Do you have any more questions? Prince Sidon is King Dorephan's son. Despite his position as true successor to the throne, he is very sociable. That makes him popular with the youth. However, there are those among the elders who do not comprehend why he behaves as such.
Huh?
Do you have any more questions? No, that's it. That is not an appropriate question to ask a lady. How old are you? Do you think it's because Link remembered Mipha and like Mipha was super tiny? And so Link was like, hold on, so you're like a grown woman, you're like 100. Dang, she really said I'm like less than 100 years old. Is that a kid? This kid looks like a dog. He's sleeping? Oh, is this where everybody sleeps? Oh, they sleep in pools of water instead of... Interesting.
Yeah.
Capson. Well, it is always nice to have a visitor here. Thank you for journeying to our Farazor's domain. Wait a moment, you're Link. The perpetrator who forced Lady Mipha to join his crusade 100 years ago, only to be destroyed by Calamity Ganon. As though I could ever forget that face. Oh, that's why he said I shouldn't talk to the elders. You should know that the elderly here who loved Lady Mipha still remember, and they still resent you. I, however, resent the deed and not the person. I also believe in allowing the mistakes of the past to wash away. Link. I have retired from my role as a priest. I am now living my life free from the material concerns of this world. However, since I retired each day, it is more boring than the last. Spending day after day in idleness, only to pass from this world soon. Link, as I'm sure you're well aware, the afterlife lays claim to all. We never know when it will beckon. Capson, you're hitting me with a lot. I'm about to go fight like a man beast out in the woods. You're really hitting me with a lot of existential, like a big existential crisis right now. During your travels, if during your travels you meet any engaged couples, I would like you to introduce them to me. Joining two souls is an honor, is a true honor. One I shall stake my life on. Just one more wedding, and I shall be fulfilled. Okay, Capson. I will. They're gonna be really confused what I'm talking about, but I'll do that.
Hi.
Good evening. Link, I'm sorry to ask this of you when you are busy dealing with the Divine Beast, but I'm afraid this is a task that only you can accomplish. All these people seem to actually genuinely know me, like, pretty well. There's a red-maned monster called a Lionel that lives on Polymus Mountain. I really need a picture of a Lionel. It can be a picture of any red-maned Lionel, not just the one on the mountain. So what do you say? Can you get me a picture? Yeah. I'm glad that was settled so quickly. See, there's this fool in the domain who goads people into jumping off Shadowback Point on Polymus Mountain. It's an incredibly dangerous jump, and this guy pushes people into jumping off by questioning their courage. That's not. I take that. I take personal offense to that. He's a real bottom feeder. If this keeps up, someone's just surely going to wind up horribly injured. I need a picture of a Lionel to show everyone how scary they are. That way, maybe people will stop going up there. To answer your question, Link, I'll leave the details to you. Just bring me a picture of the Lionel, and I can describe them in terrible detail. Thank you. Well, you can just show them a picture. No, you can't. I forgot that not everybody is carrying around like the equivalent of an iPhone right now. The new Google Pixel 10. We made 10 of these. Get ready for another one. Oh, now that I have the Zor armor, I can... Oh, you know what? First things first. I'm gonna go upgrade, or see if I can upgrade this Zor armor so we're not looking at a little bit of a deficit while wearing it, because I want to wear it for the whole remainder of this section, at least. So I will be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. It only took a couple of Lizalfos horns, of which I had, like, how many of those do I have? Yeah, like, I had like over 70 of them. And now, but it only, if you notice, it's a little bit weaker than a lot of the other armor sets we have. It's only the equivalent of a Hylian tunic. But it is better than nothing. Oh, you guys want me to go... You guys are worried about whether or not I can go find a Lionel? Ooh, yeah, I don't know. It's a real toughie, that one. Who's to say? So now that we have this armor, I think we can just swim straight up. I totally forgot about this mechanic, being able to swim up waterfalls. That opens a lot. It opens, I mean, man, this game is a masterclass in like building mechanics and features on top of each other. Gaddison. Yes, sir. East gate is all clear, sir.
No.
Oh, well, if it isn't Master Link, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? We used to play together all the time. That was 100 years ago. My name is Gaddison. Alien, that Prince Sidon brought here. Don't tell me that was you, Master Link. What's more, you don't seem to have changed much in the last 100 years. Oh, but I shouldn't be making idle chit-chat now. I'm supposed to be fulfilling my officially appointed duty by keeping watch at the East Gate. I must maintain my surveillance of the East Reservoir Lake. Chat later. Go for it, Gaddison. Okay, wow, so like Link not only knew... I mean, Link didn't just hang out with a couple people in Zora's Domain. Link knew like all of the Zoras in Zora's Domain. Like Link was a very well-known, he almost sounds like a member of the community. It's very interesting. I like that though. I like that. That's like very interesting. Because normally when you go and meet the other races, like you have no, in the other games, you don't have any attachment to them or any knowledge of them even sometimes. So like to have Link have such a established connection, I guess it makes sense though. If Mipha and him were like lifelong friends. Is that just a single duck? Dude, duck, what are you doing here, man? Yeah, I mean, if Mipha and Link were like lifelong friends, I guess it would make sense that everybody would be aware of who Link is. I do like how everybody, all the younger Zoras are super happy to see Link, and then all the elders are just hate him, just hate the sight of him. But I guess that makes sense. I knew that Mipha and Link were very close, and so they all just seemed to think that he was the reason rather. That he was the reason that that she decided to pilot the Divine Beast, which, to be fair, could very well be true, because they said that when she saw the Divine Beast, she was excited, like she saw a lifelong, or like she was looking upon a lifelong friend. Now, to me, I think that means that like the implication there is more so is not that she saw an opportunity to wield something that would save Link. To me, I like the interpretation that she felt like there was an instant connection between her and this giant divine beast. History of the Zora, Addendum 2, Prince Sidon's Great Escape. There was once a giant octorok in Hateno Bay. Large as a mountain, which terrorized the village's fishers. Hearing of their distress, Prince Sidon went forth to personally eliminate the offending octorok. But this octorok was a tricky beast. After the prince dodged one of the stones it spat, it inhaled him whole. Such had been the fate of many strong warriors who went to slay the octorok. No one had come back alive. Just as it seemed Prince Sidon would be counted among them, the giant octorok twisted in pain. The tip of a silver scale spear pierced from the octorok's stomach from within, revealing itself as the source of the beast's agony. Incredibly, Prince Sidon had fought his way out by stabbing his spear over and over in the monster's stomach. Unable to bear the pain, the octorok coughed up the prince and scrambled to escape. Ever since, the fishers of Hateno Bay have passed down this heroic tale, the prince who slew the fell octorok. That's a pretty fun story. Pretty disturbing to imagine Sidon stabbing that thing from the inside, but also every octorok we fought died in one hit, so Sorry, Sidon. I feel like maybe you were slacking a bit, but this is so freaking cool. I like how you get launched up at the end too. Oh. I think we're getting close. This is a pretty cool build up. I also like how this is how they this would be essentially how they would reveal Lionel's being back in this game. But obviously we've already fought a bunch of Lionels, and to be fair, much harder ones than this one should be. But this one might still one-shot us. Oh, if you notice, we do have one more out at the end, off screen at the end of last episode. I went and I traded in our spirit orbs to get one more out. Oh, we gotta make sure to get a picture of this guy. Did that count? There we go. It did. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we have 72 of these things. Oh, we're surrounded by water. I just thought about that. Yeah, let's have some big stuff. Whoa. Yeah, I would say this guy's still pretty freaking strong. I don't know. Whoa. Oh, crud. Hey, you know what though? I'm not dead. Not dead yet, baby. Let's go. Not fire. How about... Yeah. Kill this thing with some Zora weapons, baby. Ow. Nom 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 nom. Oh, it's because when you have the bow out, you don't... Wait, what? When you have the bow out, you don't do actual backflips. Whoa. Oh my gosh. I'm getting tossed around. There we go. That one's not too bad to get. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. Whoa! Oh, not bad. We got a replacement sword. Went through a couple of weak weapons. But all in all, that wasn't too shabby. Like how they say you need to go in with 20 shock arrows, but it only gives you 10. It only gave me 10. The shock arrows. Oh, the shock arrow is taking out all of the ground though. And out of all these trees. Oh, there's actually a lot of shock arrows around here. That's pretty cool. I like how you fight him in a in an area with a bunch of like pools of water too. Thankfully though, we never actually got to the point where he got to use any arrows against us, which was super nice because that would have been miserable. Holy crud, there's so many. That's not even everything? Jeez. How many shock arrows do we have now? Wow. We actually would have 100 if I hadn't used a bunch on him during the fight, which is super funny. Don't know why he shot a bunch of these trees with arrows. Maybe he was just practicing his aim? Huh. No, you know what though? The map says that there is a shrine up here. But I don't see my shrine indicator's not going off. And I don't see, oh no, wait, hold on. It's a DLC shrine. Alright, never mind. Is there anything else we need to do or would like to do up here first? Oh wait, you know what? Toto Lake. I think the way I interpreted the riddle, or not the riddle, the aged torn up memorial that we were reading last episode was that it was a 4-letter word, lake. The only lake that rings a bell, or that sounds like to me, would be Toto Lake. So supposedly the Zora helmet is supposed to be up here? Somewhere up here? Well, first off, there's a Korok seed somewhere around here. Give me some arrows. There's a lot of arrows. A lot of, dang. 15 arrows off killing one guy? Lizalfos are really good for getting arrows. Oh, maybe. Maybe I was right. First guess was actually going to be correct. Who would have thought? There we go. Caught that guy. You ain't slick, Korok. The only thing slick are these rocks. Get it? Cause it's like raining. Oh, I forgot to mention. I also got one more upgrade for each of the slots. So I got one more weapon, one more bow, and one more shield. To which I am kind of freaking stacked now. Although to be fair, our weapons right now actually aren't very powerful, just as far as raw power goes. They're just kind of like cool ones, because they're all elemental ones. Don't know how we ended up getting so many elemental ones. What, What is this area all about? What is it for? Not even a co-op over here. Oh, there it is. I don't know how I didn't see that. Is this what I'm looking for, though? Because it'd be really cool to get it before we go to the area. Oh, heck yeah. And it looks infinitely better than the Twilight Princess Zora armor, in my Zora headgear made from dragon scales. Increases swimming speed and allows you to spin under... Oh, spin to attack underwater. Underwater. Specifically, the helmet does that? Well, then what does a boy gotta do to get some legs around here? That's what I want to know. I might look up how to get the legs then. Oh, well, first off, I'm gonna level this up. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and we're donning the freaking Zora helmet, which is also only 5. But that's fine, because that's places our hood pretty easily. And again, I think it actually looks good. I like it a lot better than... I think the Zora armor in this game looks a lot better than the one in Twilight Princess. One in Twilight Princess looks goofy as heck, to be completely honest. Now before we do anything, let's go talk to Lai. That's Marat. What, Marat? Or do you need something else? Nah, nothing. Where is Laylit? The lady who wanted a picture of the Lionel. Oh, there she is, I think. I don't wanna be the Hylian who comes in and starts confusing all of the Zoras with one another. Hello. Link. How's the Lionel mission coming along? I have your picture. Please show me. I also killed it. So now there's no... Wah! My apologies. That sound was not very dignified, was it? Pardon me. I'm all better now. That Lionel, how terrifying. One look at this, and I doubt anyone would get any reckless ideas about visiting Ploymus Mountain. Thank you. I'll tell the children at the domain all about this. Maybe that will scare them away from the mountain. Well, you can also tell them that I killed it, so they could totally go to Ploymus Mountain and go jump off a cliff if they want now. Oh, right. Now for your reward. Oh! I had looked up how to get the greaves. It said Lionel Safari. That was the quest I was doing right now. Okay, so now we have the whole set. These greaves have been passed down among the Zoras for generations. Been said to equip craft. Oh, this says they're crafted using dragon scales. Zora greaves were once made by skilled craftsmen by order of an ancient Zora king. Now they're fairly common. As you may know, East Reservoir Lake was created in collaboration between Hylians and the Zora. After the East Reservoir Lake was finished, we made Zora greaves as a token of friendship for Hylians who came to visit. Oh, but over time, the number of Hylians visiting the domain dwindled. My father had to close his armor shop. Oh. Oh, that's why there's not an armor shop now. Because my first thought was, oh, well, there should be an armor shop, and then I can probably go pick up greaves there. But these Zora greaves were the last pair left in the stock room when he closed up shop. Wearing these, even a Hylian can swim as fast as a Zora. That said, these would be wasted on me. They're only useful for a Hylian like you. Please take good care of them. Thank you very much. Wow, I didn't know I was doing Lionel Safari. And like that, we have the full set. We look good. The helmet's still a little goofy, but it's more like a helmet. It's more like an actual helmet. It's not as goofy as this thing. This thing is goofy for the same reason. The little nose, like the little nose bit sticking out. I don't dislike it altogether, but it's a little silly. Now we look equipped to go fight for the Zora. Nice. Well, now I need to go upgrade this. But let me see something. I think with that, we're going to be calling it for now. Because the next thing we're doing, I know this is probably a shorter episode. By short, it's still probably going to be like 40 to 50 minutes. But the next thing we're doing is a whole can of worms. We're going to be tackling our first actual dungeon, one of 4 dungeons in this game, just like in Majora's Mask. We're going to be going to Vah Ruta and tackling whatever challenges wait for us there. But we're going to do that next time. Hey, if you liked this, then hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the dislike button, leave a comment. Hit the notification bell to get notified of more things in the future. You know what's super funny? We're almost in the 20s of videos for this series, and the 20s is when every other series ended. So while I have been making great time leading up to this game is going to suck my soul from my body and chew on it a little bit, and then probably give it back, but it'll be chewed up and covered in saliva by that point. But that's fine, because I'm having a great time. Regardless, as of right now. Anyways, next time we're going to fight a giant mechanical elephant. So, till then, don't forget to be kind. Always.